So, what do you make of Arsenal PSG?
Yeah, and the biggest game today. Surprisingly, Omunginanje Champions League, you know. But looking at their might and their strength, you know. So Arsenal have been beaten in the final. PSG have also been beaten in the final. Looking at the quality in the players, I think this week so all pair teams now. This is the biggest game, so that is the game I'm gonna go deep into it. Maybe I'm Tafre Barca ne City Diane Kakra. Big so did because of time. I heard there because be predictions, baby. Well, Arsenal since January they are unbeaten at home. Since January, their team be Arsenal in 14 games. Sometimes I said they're unbeaten at home or 14 games. Obeka say okay, so beat me about draw. It's not like that. Or when we need 12, I draw 2. So it tells you that they are very strong at home. When Arsenal are playing at home, they are super strong. So it doesn't take any team at ordinary team to go beat Arsenal heading. And that is one good thing for Arsenal. Again, so Arsenal so share teams or more free France, no money or more by French oppositions. Arsenal are very solid in that one too. Among we need 4, I draw 2, I lose 1. So in the last 7 normally French teams are but lose just 1. Obakai last time out, almost share RC Lens by 6 goals to 0. And I know your record English team be a French team that huge number of goals. But the problem in say the last 2 games that Arsenal are bought in the Champions League back to back and they are yet to score. And I was say Arsenal back at the last one, money Atalanta boy, and the surprise Arsenal couldn't beat Atlanta, and I was very furious because if you want to make an impression in the Champions League, teams like Atalanta, you need to really run right over there, and that's you need to really beat them wherever you meet them. One yes, out the best of statement. But with that said, no. Arsenal need to find their scoring boots in this competition because back-to-back games they are yet to score, and that is not a good news. So much me finding almost scoring boots in there, they will be good to go. So that is something they need to look at because the good thing for them, so they say they've never gone 3 or blank. Like if you're more 3 Champions League matches and twice or go that into this one, they need to get a goal, and I think they can get a goal. PSG on the other side, 7 games or more born this season, no, and the only 2 pen or more keep a clean sheet. And so your team are vulnerable. Say what attack or more possibilities and the ube to me as goals, no, higher, but they are also unbeaten in those 7. Or more winning 6, I draw 1. Now, young PSG in Swiss English teams are saying it here. The last 3 travels and I said trips of my England and your more losing in PSG last 3 visits to Marco England so Moko Bobo in the Champions and the Nina and they in losses. In Tennessee, Adibaqua, I told the Ama Arsenal. And now we had 2 teams in the head to it almost Sushia, Arsenal and PSG now, and the same echo. And I have so say PSG draw 3 and more lose 1. It's in those 4 games now PSG and Arsenal are boy in this competition. No, PSG to me say Arsenal. See, Brony Becker said PSG are winless in their last 4 games against Arsenal in this competition, and also 2 Edema Arsenal 4. Now, check this one out. PSG last 4 losses are not defeats or Mwenyano. Well, the last 4 losses or Mwenyano. Ningina but in the Champions League, no other competition, but in the Champions League. And this is what PSG last 4 losses or Mwenya in all in like last 4 matches or more lose no. Ningina but in the Champions, no any other competition. It's in England, they don't fare well in England. They don't fare well against Arsenal. And also losses in Abba in this competition there. Then it tells you that Arsenal have a huge advantage. If Arsenal are not able to beat City today, many of will become. Because the question because say that being ne question just almost the Champions League. And I make us also be the Champions League as someone or no one or the Bubefu. They need to really beat them because BBA the only good thing for PSG is say Mikel Arteta bear the 6th Spanish manager Luis Enrique in Asia. Now the previous 5 in the Enrique are short munina. And this is what I say. We so now we'll talk about PSG. But also Arteta a former Barcelona player, just like Luis Enrique. And Luis Enrique a former Real Madrid and Barcelona free Real Madrid never Barca. All background now conform but about Barca no be ball it will win your hearts. Andy Bachawati say it was a former Barca players don't be but this is it. Sir Luis Enrique in Spanish manager Asia or Champions League Arteta and a better assist. But the last 5 were to me Omunina named so shall be your show. And they see a bohome and away, Bachawati say and Asanta a bohome near away, but he's been able to get wings over them. So that's what Arteta needs to do. I think Arteta, if he's able to beat Lucha, a big statement for them. Andy, this game favors Arsenal big time. See, me play the devil's advocate, say Befa Nemfa. Arsenal must beat them. And Arsenal ensure Mokradi at least a double chance for Arsenal in this game will be good. And Bukayo Saka need to stand up to be counted as far as this game is concerned. Now Kanuno Mendes, no, although he's playing at the back, but a very player who creates a lot of goals. So Arsenal need to watch out for that guy in there. I think a double chance for Arsenal wouldn't be bad. I want to go straight win for Arsenal, but because of a Arsenal, I will go for a double chance. City, okay, player Vladimir Weiss, okay, on the coach is Slovan Bratislava. But the back one say, Omu very good, almost goals pa. Because 4 qualifying games, no, they bat Champions League, and you almost 14 goals. And on the last 3 league games, no, almost 12 goals. It was Slovakia. But they are Celtic, they are Celtic, and they are Celtic. So what I want to say, this team normal characteristics so almost goals. So City should be very careful. City problems say Rodri anyhow, na say your friend De Bruyne so anyhow. And the Ayana creativity no swati. And the more creativity so teno to get the goals Ayana Emba. But whether or not that is the case, I expect City to go all out because City over here on the last 5 Champions League games so away no on winning 4. And say, oh, hence, we a team almost share goals. Even Haaland Crano, only the fastest player was 40 goals in the history of the Champions League. Yeah, that in just 35 games. But on us, when he said the last 5 games were born, 1 goal penny when you're in the Champions League. And he needs to stand up to be counted. And if this game is going to go this way, City should score too many goals in this one. Although there is a record say, the last 5 games are Bratislava and England for but no more losing. But the Ning no lose more than 2 goal margin. But the Celtic the young for win. City should do better. But what because City or munya no bet me as or mum for in the agro. Maybe 6-0. I saw Mutumi team way. But because of creativity into my mental so nyane 3 or 4. Make City we make call say first half City win. But just what I say. Na aye bigger. Now Barcelona there also team money on border in this competition. But was a Barca last 8 Champions League games on my but when we need 3 I draw 1. And see Omo said I get rampant in this one. And the last time out at home so Bekaya PSG be say Barca for 2. Before that na Barca winning the last 4 games on my boy in this competition at home. So what I'm looking at me say oh here young boys are Aston Villa Shomo by 3-0. And over the weekend, Grasshoppers so Sanshom. Our last 8 games, and you're more lose 4, or more winning 1, or more draw 3. This is a very poor record. Again, so more cost Spain, our last 3 travels in or more losing in Spain, or more fare very well. And even away games in the Champions, or more winning 1, and draw 3, and lose 4 in the last 8 or more. And in more half, they failed to score. Andy. Barcelona, your last 8 games at Champions League, you move 5. No? First goal, either the 15th or before the 15 minutes. It's because Barcelona first half win 2, but at least 3-0 they go for the Beji. It's Barca win over 2.5 likely, 3-0 Barcelona and now more likely, and Barca win first half so likely. So I think. We na made to me are running there because big is over here. We need be other matches now. You're saying ho I never say be.
Mate, you been come ni P. It's as you go so you didn't come on any former Santiago player George Asare ewa hasi. Say new boot no she. So she but still in the football circle. Remember no near but biggie. Your interesting games and was the UEFA Champions League. You know, looking at Arsenal playing against PSG. A lot were concerned about say PSG will come up big game against Arsenal. Arsenal for me. Some of your players will be to say Ousmane Dembele. Yeah. Coach say what disrespecting into no they're not trying to change. One fan on Kobe Crow.
Yeah, Janifie. And Yanda Yankopo Assisa Diachina Yanda Pure 95.7. atiefo nyina sisa da omo gibre na omo tie show no a Champions League night, and certainly niema bebre na ebe draw attention to a games ebe koso ene. One of the things that draw a lot of attention to the Arsenal game is the fact that Paris Saint-Germain omo ball this particular season, one of their key men at the moment Ousmane Dembele per numbers awanya at the ama team no. Last season after say ball 23 matches at the Paris Saint-Germain Andy now I shot 3 goals, I register 8 assists until throughout the season. Numbers of the Paris Saint-Germain will league in 11 goal contribution daily, which is 3 goals and then 8 assists. But Andy, this season, after 6 matches into the season, Ousmane Dembele na ye kan ho asem no ashe 4 goals and I register 3 assists and the Diama Paris Saint-Germain. And this season, so our numbers now asha say dey man clearly. Obetimi calculate here say it could be far better than what he gave the club last season. But we are see idea ba ko very key in every human institution and discipline. No matter the kind of quality our player Nikita, when you decide to stick to the player, even when he's going wrong, even when or go contrary to a rules of what club ni one as institution ni more. Now we try other players and so on to subeti mi ayebi. Enti I am penny for kase bi omo kase utwa sabone to one me be dane mraketwa. Enti every other player our Paris Saint-Germain team no, including the young and up and coming ones. I been who a player friend say Ousmane Dembele as a big figure, as a senior player. E we team ni no. E bi mu mpo me sure so mo godfather. E be no because when it comes to football, one of the people who respect your senior players a lot pa footballers. Even here in Ghana, obeko a lot of camps. Minim say the abroche the city, but obeko a lot of camps. Ye bo league we are, and I say be on weekdays. Can bobo say junior player, no coach senior player, no akwaje ne nema, no akosi, no hata ne kama e wo no yi no abobo no dia breno. And these players take a lot of inspiration from the big ones. And for a player like Ousmane Dembele, ebeye bibi say, and Andy, minim the entire player ni bufu ye mo ni coach ni nya problem. Ye bo game. Paris Saint-Germain lead by 3 goals to 1. Baby Adru no. Coach if you say what ye changes, Emma other people bam. Coach ye changes the nipa for bam. Ousmane Dembele muni ya netiko kumle bofu. I don't know why this should be an issue between player and any coach. But the business and Paris Saint-Germain na ye come once no. This is not the first time. They have a history of coaches are omo ya big to say Luis Enrique na and e bimpo nuru no. And I say bisu so pobro no so I want to handle dressing room issues from the days of Edinson Cavani and Zlatan Ibrahimovic mo e the Bayaba be pie name amoso Mauricio Pochettino mu nyina sa de ni bi to omo they couldn't handle player egos e wo team ni mu e wi ase na affect Paris Saint-Germain boboko no enti me sure say omo mpese bie mbesi because tie coach no pre-match interview na o say adia na e cost decision na we take no. He's 100% sure of the decision he has taken. And the club president and the sporting director are 100% in support of the kind of decision he has taken for the club. And the president and the sporting director, no. It's a young who Paris Saint-Germain bobo kolimu denti. Emu pesa saadi ni biyo mbeto aso. Yes, Ousmane Dembele coach taking disciplinary action against the player. But Andy no kule womi ba akope. It will get a negative effect or impact on the Paris Saint-Germain team. Yes. Decision now we're taking here. But footballing wise, pack and so no. Player need a player what quality over here no. Ono na why out no. And there's some breath of respite by the Arsenal defense.
Because I'm not listening to Mikel Arteta. He also made a comment say, "Omo planning towards this game. No, Omo planning including Ousmane Dembele because he's a player. Untmin planning playing against. Untmin planning say Obebo PSG. No, you Ousmane Dembele from Omo plans. You know, not Dembele kahon.
He's one of the most experienced players for Paris Saint-Germain side. Champions League, you know, a tournament. I respect the players who more experience. Our tournament anymore. Any coaches who more tournament no. And there are certain coaches and found who team or befa. ABM are the best of performances. But against certain clubs, so show more Champions League in the Munquadia. Obetimi ayo mo ho adwuma. Eti bi wono ma wo ye football analysis or you betimi aka say oh team we di omo nche da nyaade o. Then someone will go like, hey, but she coach no Nikita team no. That alone will be a difference maker. She young boys, she Aston Villa. The last time they met, coach no Nikita team no. Our experience our Europe. It will be she no team ya adwuma no de amount. Osman Dembele is an experienced player who nim tournament way, which is the Champions League. And say, oh, come matches like this, you are going to need all your arsenals. We be our experienced players. Omo mo betimi aye difference makers at the amount. We are no ne to nche na me ka about the numbers of the ama Paris Saint-Germain this season. Andy, say player benya direct involvement. It was 7 goals out of 6 matches. On only 4 assists 3. Eche the kind of form a brand in the womb. The whole of last season, about more than 20 matches were league in Munkwana, the Paris Saint-Germain. Was just 3 goals. It's a chamo de ma brand and about this season. Oh, game anymore. Between these two sides, Andy, so who coaches in me and what your experience. I say a game we call the man should be Luis Enrique. Now make us a Champions League, no. I respect you more experience with Champions League, no. And now Arteta depend on when it comes to coaching. I know correct. Champions League na competition or more born in Neno. And now Arteta size, no, he's a winner. Arteta main and that experience also speaks for the man. And only Dan Cheng. But over 2 teams in this year now Mummy no more than more not to say. Arsenal you're unbeaten in the English Premier League. The same way now France are. Paris Saint-Germain is also you're unbeaten.
Oh Ligue 1.
Oh French League animal. Obi Ancheno. Oh come Mummy no so aboma. Now watch in Europe in our competitions are still Paris Saint-Germain are unbeaten. Arsenal also you're unbeaten. The only difference is that Arsenal Champions League first game of boy went to me and share. But Otu Coin and a Coconia drew against Atlanta side this season. When you mean Atlanta more than more. On the other hand, Paris Saint-Germain at NFA or share 1-0. Nuno Mendes and a share Sago in the moment today. Abrante Nuno Mendes are doubtful. A beer now went to me and see a kind be. I'm from Paris Saint-Germain. But even with that, Obi anya mistake I go mad here no correct. But so she game in Libya. It took a last minute howler from a Girona goalkeeper friend Paulo Gazzaniga. And a Cocoye mistake and a Nam Somas Abo on here, baby. A share and on the father 3 maximum points. Yes, they see a BSC on my first points in a way. It's a mummy and Obia confidence coming into this particular game. I was strong. But we are mummy and Obia confidence. I was strong. Paris Saint-Germain is a club. I say, oh, go England. The last 3 visits in the Champions League. Okwa untimi nhye. Ni nyina ya che no. Ni ya yama no. Enu ni gidi a Arsenal supporters ne wo. E wo team ni so mo betimi aye. Se clubs like Newcastle mo timi ya. Se wo be kaya. Time na Paris Saint-Germain ko shia Newcastle Champions League ni wo fie no. Na e mo be feel they had so much experience to themselves say. E wo so mo timi ya bibi e wo sa game ni mu. Because na Newcastle ya fresh, Newcastle ya new. E wo competition mo bo bi ache. But Okoye ne still went to me. And the kind of form Arsenal kita, and the kind of quality Arsenal kita no, a better thing the Paris Saint-Germain. Now Maxwell Eka, Arsenal last 2 Champions League matches are wabo, on team Shego. But Arsenal in the history of the champions and the history of the Arsenal club itself, on more Champions League and 2 Asomi and Sao Shego da. Say Arsenal bought Champions League 1 Shego, Baku, Wabom you 1 Shego. No asabo the Tosomi and Sano and Sans 1 Shego and 2 Arsenal. So today, definitely, I had there Arsenal to Subenya go. Omumienu coaches no, are students of total football. And they say in football and to form na MPP, that is the kind of style they play. But difference omumienu ni say. Say see Arteta is the kind of football. He's not being a DNA coach alone. You can't say DNA coach, a coach who believes in only one philosophy. It no matter how ocean will game anymore. On to Sun style, on to Sun and Sano.
What's the Koglu?
Yes, Opachin in Nekuno. He's a DNA kind of coach, and only Moja and not Tiasia. But Arteta is sure Bibian will say, born in Yabia now to me about that kind of style. There are times they are going to be pressure. It was a someone, sir. Now go to see the kind of pressure now air so said you better the needed results. It's what Arsenal this season now. Or you unbeaten in Premier League and your match be an winning. On Lucy game by draw 2. 2 no draw any any games are on your red card against Brighton, against City. City ball possession as much as 78%. And Arsenal about 22%. But Arsenal was able to defend and get results against Manchester City. On your 1 point and a different Emirates. A grounds are extremely difficult at the manor.
Etihad.
Sorry, Etihad. It's clearly. And only Chelsea Papana shall see as a son and sa. Austria Niama Fufro become against Tottenham. Tottenham plays possessive football now. Kanji Postecoglou. Arsenal defended. Omo grinding by a real game no man that needed results. I Baba Buamo. Arsenal defense no relatively more. It's going to be solid. I had there Saliba Bebo. Gabriel Magalhaes Benjamin. No year Jumana the Arsenal. These two pair has been very solid. Arsenal when things are difficult. Now man for ensure that you go some from Arsenal. Set piece bar ma when you call Gabriel Magalhaes. Last season was around 6 goals. Now you set pieces. Or buy no abepem no their tomb. This season was 2 goals am Arsenal. Nini na set pieces. Corner kick. No abanu ababa bepem no their tomb. Paris Saint-Germain Marquinhos wonya worry we chire onum. Problem back Arsenal face this time around and they say Omun share a lot of goals to say the won last season no. Because last season so when you mrantiere wo flanks one more any mu goals in Ebano. Na flanks neto so ba Martinelli Bukayo Saka. No more Arsenal a lot of goals last season. But this season and Tessa if not for the goal Martinelli share over the weekend so me kind year since February for more than 6 months now na dey to benya go dia Arsenal. But wababa benya go baako it is going to bring back that kind of confidence. Bukayo Saka so swasha 1 goal e will league the Arsenal. But we assisted 5 times. So he's becoming more of a team player. So no need to be in Shempoa. Obeya manu mi amo no na team piatum. Martinelli so swasha 1 no so assisted 2. And the Arsenal. Paris Saint-Germain team no emfa say Dembele out no. They are free scoring side Andy. This season almost 20 goals e will league him. And Oma conceded just 5. It's in as much or more share more no. Almost as to me defend the year. Arsenal also has 12 in the league, also has conceded 5. So these teams have a lot of similarities. Still Odegaard is not available. Thomas Partey, Partey, Declan Rice, Nebejina and Finfi on them as the 2 base midfielders. Now the Leandro Trossard, Ejino Bonim. Meaning how the performance of Gabriel Jesus has been a training ground. But me feel in the absence of Odegaard, Kai Havertz was a midfielder, central midfielder, attacking midfield, and a coach converting into a number 9 role, and a all born year the Arsenal. But I believe that at this moment, and Odegaard in the Honomono. Leandro Trossard is a good player, he's a quality player. Yes, I know correct. But in the Kai Havertz ever be judged on my 10 position. Now the Gabriel Jesus ever be judged anymore, come by more efficient. But Leandro Trossard so. Oh, you never remember because the last 2 games I was in that position were making a case for himself, especially Arsenal last game on boy. It will league him. So the Arsenal team looks set, even though there are a lot of injuries. And after a couple of injuries, Arsenal scored in the me who Paris Saint-Germain baby obefa. No benya a free day. They have quality in their squad, no doubt. Midfield near strong. Fabian Ruiz Emery Zaire. These are quality players. But Lee Kanje Mubo no about this particular season, no. Kolomwani, he's a good player, but man a lot of chances to be away. No one yaba the amount. No, they are telling him honum. But the Arsenal defense is so solid to the extent say more room for players are almost much efficient.
Okay.
Julian Timber on the flanks as a fullback. But the team near solid in say on also so a centre back. Maybe attacking wise, a lot of options, but defensively, so when you see our position, it is going to be a very difficult game. 2 unbeaten sides and the Asian enemy. Who is going to beat who to break whose record? And I feel the home advantage goes for Arsenal.
Okay.
Advantage in the Champions League. Say Arsenal able of Ekoma Arsenal. And the disadvantage for Paris Saint-Germain. So the last 3 visits to England, Nina Oba Ojiguni Hono, and not to sign Koma Arsenal. I'll go for a straight win for Arsenal. Possibly a 2-0 win.
Okay.
For Arsenal in any range.
Mira say Biggie so what in kana Leverkusen is similar no prediction with a prediction.
Prediction 2-1 Leverkusen.
Go both teams.
Yes, and over 2.5.
Wow. I see. And also nye game easy.
Very difficult game. But Leverkusen ne Bayern Munich ni say wo hwe bia. Andy ebia na obe feel this season no. Leverkusen in Shada year compared to last season. But against Bayern Munich, the kind of football Bayern Munich bought this season, no, how they were able to stop them from winning. And yeah, that draw on the day. Andy, it is going to be difficult for AC Milan. AC and Stati, Oma bounce back. Their last league game, they won 3-0 against Lecce. And they are there. But the quality in Bayern Leverkusen, almost as to both. AC so the first Champions League, Lucia Liverpool ko share 3-1. Leverkusen kwa away ko share 4-0. A straight win for Bayer Leverkusen, 2-1 win Andy.
Okay, Dortmund Celtic prediction
3-1 win for Dortmund.
For Dortmund.
Yes.
Inter Red Star Belgrade.
A straight win for Inter Milan.
Straight win for Inter. PSV Sporting.
Go both team.
Slovan Bratislava Man City.
City win.
A huge win Anna.
Champions League this season, who expect goals be Ekoyanda. City bet me a share. Per City na ye nimene die. On the Bratislava, the City share 10 crown Kenya wanwa. But I feel City is going to win. Menko ka goals asem.
Salzburg Brest.
Salzburg win.
Salzburg win. And Stuttgart Sparta Prague.
Straight win for Stuttgart.
Okay. These are the predictions. Barcelona Young Boys in Bissau.
We just say Barca winning over 2.5.
We just say Barca.
Barca here in weekend. I will say coach and pass supporters and with a lot of goals.
Me was saying we explaining to Chairman.
Say Chairman, yes you.
Me was explaining what platform in the chance. I also coach in the Barca.
Na season na duru ni
investors nyina we
season na duru ni ahia okoye rotation. Ade na papa ni weekend ni dey medwene ho amentiate o.
I say enye Barca fans kwa na also power to. We are investors.
What do we asika? Ade na oye ni weekend no. O di we asika. O the boys ka o. O so otua ni nechem.
But say Biggie yana watene kan wati Maxwell enso enka yemfra mo na ne yemrefi na yemfa fisem no enso ento so na America ka cho say enano peye di juma de former Kumasi Asante Kotoko player George Sarri and I ne ebebo nkomo obeka ehun na ye di juma no especially ye be fi na ye di efie nkomo but mama shase meba Asante Kotoko so ene ono ankasa say ne ba administrative role a person room e football but the Black Stars of Ghana will game against Sudan. Actually, remember Akwaba.
Meda si Mr. Andy.
Bibi aboko de.
Meba chwa boko.
De yankopo ase. Why fresh so?
Meda si.
Minim utin komo we bi Ghana bebo against Sudan. Afi ehini e bebo game no. Gebekwa akobo no Cote d'Ivoire. Yesi akotogo Togo for so mo picture mo mfa maye. Ahwe ebeko Libya, ebeko Morocco. Minim as a former player, so what to one hour Ghana football. Saba be drew 2024 2028 near 4 pitches I host to AFCON anka ye ko enim no senke emfa bi nka ho kra de ohoro ni kwa senke say but e be drew 2024 Ghana e be bo an AFCON qualifier game ka fo say ye ni venue I betimi abo game no so what one out sansem we me hu say after car bay inspection there are videos I go viral with the current state of the Accra Sports Stadium me hu ye no and some of mechanical mitimi can already so because if you bet me yes anima we na dey transfer be do say you don't get it but oti abontina oti ni say na ufane say
Mr. Andy me da sipa say oti bibi say na ya kakra because say ye betimi aye pa na etina wa mani drew this stage and san ya kekan ho a me wonu say because from this time I can see say our pitches is a very big problem from after 2008 African Cup. Now pitches was very good, but the maintenance was very, very bad up to this time. Now our problem now has been there for too long. Now Ghana, your problem back here was that once we keep on moving, once we are winning, we forget about our problems. The moment something just crop in, that is when we decide to blame people.
Okay.
But your uncle Fonso or why they are supposed to do those jobs and are buying the almost see those positions. So why should they wait? Let's check those stadia that they are renovating now.
Yeah.
Why now? Ask yourself why now.
Transia me videos ni bi aba abontin say afe na de ne ba ase obi animguase ya aba no afe ya close no and we have videos ni bi ne pictures ni bi enti stadium ni ebetimi ayi ni sei ti ya na de adwene pa na mpedifo edo matoto enwumakwa no so o mo hwe na Maxwell can say me be say Ghana has say say ade an repair ni enti but we do betimi ayi because we videos ni bi aba abontin a minim sure say munya ya mo fanto so na ye hwe as and when these discussions no and a problem
Standy, a very big problem. As at Seminole Kazas here, Kumasi Sports Stadium, still I do the level I was here about international matches.
Just look at this.
By FIFA and CAF, no, they respect us to the level. Say, we a big football nation. Tina Drew baby, I know more you money, no. I mean, my 1 lakh Tina walk Kumasi Sports Stadium. On the security zone, say all bought international matches of that nature. Say footballers, players, technical team, back picture. They have to be a security zone. Omo run with the bus straight away. Near to gate him. Say there be any intruder or supporters, they can't get into that zone.
Okay.
Now almost see no more dressing room.
Okay.
Can you tell me, is Kumasi Sports Stadium, do you have such a security zone?
Make zone on cry zone
no. You can't just go straight to that place and park for players and technical team to get out to the dressing room.
It's all packed.
It's all packed. It's very dangerous. I know several times, and the leaders are sitting there watching. And they are not consider you know me. Now I was thinking, say, on say entrance being a washroom in chair, baby, a mix zone. They can close that entrance. Now, Oma to wall. Tin from the mix zone, not bar to that entrance.
Okay.
Now Oma close, so at least 2 buses can get in there. Then the players can get out and go to the dressing room. That would be more safer. From 2008, na CAF started cancer.
Still now.
Still.
And one can say the car say MC Subano say asem ni sia na fe ye pre ho se be ye bibi ye gbowie ya because Maxwell akasa or quite no person ka ni Sudan game no ye kobo na outside Ghana because se CAF grant access me bo no okromu ase ya ye wi omro be fi
Mr. Andy
ye be sa kwa ba not the same problem.
Yeah, Mr. Andy, as a Ghanaian there, I would prefer say ye be boy match no. For me there, I prefer saying Kebe because such a game no a very crucial game.
Looking at your performance exhibiting now 2 games
against Niger and Angola
be share and DJ
ya chance are more home grounds near SC Kobona away with Sudan. The outcome will be very, very bad. Trust me. Nti a kwan bi e be fa so bi e be ye ni abo that Sudan game Ghana there. Me pese mpenifo no be ye wo ho no mo put things in place na abo game no Ghana me giri se e bo no wa ha e be boy. But
just before say me to as me one kasa former club Asante Kotoko this season wa hwe Kotoko
so far ma share wo mo ba na onze me tu kwan kakra nti na me ntimi hwe all the full game ba na me ntimi hwe except highlights kakra. But so far the ma hwe ne de me hu ne say coach na a start bibi ye money time kakra me giri say team no ebe konanim kakra as compared to last season
improvement
a lot of improvements because I watched a lot of highlights with young apostles even though they drew with the young apostles but you can see say the players the movement with the ball without the ball everything was working perfectly they have confidence on the ball on the such movement so who ultimately is a coach na at least or chrem krani bibi na krani su sua bibi to me jiri say yema coach time kakra say in the middle of the season or getting to the end of the first season me jiri say Korokobe ebe jina ne na so pa
mami push you to be looking at the wahwe ni how we see access Koroko team no obetun aka say the one who no e kire a team are ready to win championship
exactly Mr. Andy. The match me catch you say Koroko can win this year's trophy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there many JBB wom cry. Sa youth team now players now set up now or push you kakra to the senior team no. Sana as a coach, so when you are Brazil yetima, that is how we do.
Okay.
As last season, I didn't see most of the youth team players. Not even me sure that youth team no crying. This year, I learned they registered 23 players for the senior team, which is very, very good.
Okay.
And they want to use the youth team to beef up if they need be.
Okay.
It's a very good idea from the technical team. Cecilia Manze, the technical team, the coaches are doing their work. 1, 2, the technical director, Mr. Kwesi Apia is also doing his work because those times are not bono. Those are the things are not okay. Over youth team. Now ya grooming kakra near the Oko senior team. Say all the youth player the Bokoroko set up within Kumasi Sports Stadium. If there's almost 40,000 spectators, say player na intimi amwa wa killing a career. And most of the time as a coach, they also say building in kakra or bar no betina bench no match or winning a 4-0 5-0 no about 10 minutes 15 minutes no FA Cup. Uhun said 15 minutes no to me boy no ubetimi start now FA Cup no started 2 or 3 youth players. That is exactly what the coach is doing now. Okay.
Member Dr. Soenche, but my mimisa we answer na benuwe. Say born wabubi. What's up in terms of administration? Because born sometimes nya pitch no so nko the course we actually so na e may hu the be course wo pitch no so. Meaning nim de wo de boa team bi ana say o transfer
Mr. Andy, and some bebree. Mede na nka me pese nka metimi de abo Kumasi Asante Kotoko because that was a club me pe club ne pa from time I warm me up to this time.
Okay.
Also before seven Bobo Kotoko kra no na Heart of Lions those time the owner was Mr. Ahiapo.
Yeah.
Now they wanted to sign me.
Okay.
The money that they were giving me was times 3 of what Kotoko was trying to give it to me.
Okay.
But I decided to ignore them and play for Kotoko.
For the love of Kotoko.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
To me love for Kotoko no enye me University of Ghana. I work at the Menchia Archives under the offices of University of Ghana.
Okay.
On the court proceedings and everything. I was in that office.
Okay.
Okay. So from time me buy here up to now, Koroko a team managing hopa. But when it comes to the administration, normal be bria omo lucky. Koroko is a very big team. You don't need just 2-3 people to manage Koroko. No.
Yeah. We've said it.
No. You don't need just 2-3 people to manage Koroko. It's a whole big institution. I also you put a lot of positions in place.
Departments.
I'm telling you. Facility managers, those you have to get marketing departments. You make sure say you market your players out there. Players in the because if you want me to come to stadium and come and pay and watch a player, na mi jina patase tomo na player and jina ho tobi. Do you think I'll come and watch him at the sports stadium? Because so it's a way of like branding them.
Okay.
There's a way I'm coach you to the level say matari shame krom the baba no ye kasa chiro so omo kasa cry interviews on be already so ye kasa chiro mo to say me bus stadium I know say I'm coming to watch somebody that I prefer.
It's how the way you come. Me sure say doctor why you oko jenjemeda. And can be a doctor with me so na akosua na de. Obetime bibia. But doctor so what departments are obi wa accounts, obi wa reception. Ni department ni nyina ye adwuma correct. Na what you say? Na bibia ye adwuma kama. So I think that point we say they are very good but kotokonko na person ye adwuma mo na say if any other thing comes you.
Oh, me
go Ghanaian clubs or more they need more knowledge no.
Yeah, so far me commit me adwuma mo bia de but for now on say Makura school bi.
Okay.
Yeah, me was school sisi a I come here say 1 year na me wie.
Okay.
Nti say me say no be kan ho a e be ha adwene but I can still work from behind.
Okay.
At least say a concept, ideas, philosophies.
Yeah.
I can still give it out to them. Yeah. If only they want to take it from you.
Okay.
On say previously I talked with Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach.
Okay.
I told him the setup of Koroko team. Koroko team no obeso ohihye nyoma yenye ne saa kwa. It has a tradition and you have to learn those things from the team. It has a history. Koroko setup should be some few players from the foreign, Muslim players or Nordness, Kumasi based players, Bono players. And you have some 1 or 2 Voltarians to add up. unya sa setup we are. Tell me which year anagoro nya sa setup we are went me anya ade. Or they go back and check.
Wow.
Sadly, my catch several times, and I know last season by him say number 1 or 2 means I'm one. By this season, him say Majiri say ebe buana paradru baby. On himself Voltarians, you know. Omo some spiritually they have some colors be red and white. Omo ghosts no. So some of them they like koroko pao. Na me ni me bebo koroko na me hu ye.
Oh, okay.
There are some matches bia some Voltarians will call you personally and tell you say George, we are behind you guys. Go and win for us. Enti team na enye Kumasi for nkwa dia o. That is a secret that I'm telling you. Enye Kumasi for nkwa. The entire American setup no is about based on spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have players from foreign, now only team kobo ano ye bibia. There's no way the foreigners they can get them. That is a secret. Yeah. Tunya sa setup where every season if you get this setup, you'll be okay as a coach.
Come on with the answer shut up fine time because sir aspect now will be you know a broad. I think a broad. Tell say a fine time need this uncle one pa ye. But me nim answer na be jama kakra bia be ka kire koroko supporters and sana mako doctors ko Dr. Brenner so. Oh
okay. Kakra me ka kire mu say omo me nya would say ma technical team and the whole entire team for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So far me as being a former player me who signs be say team na jele banka krakra.
Okay.
Say enyomo ekika bom because on say if you have a new setup like that, mostly I will say it takes time for players to come together to play as a team. Because what you almost free different places with different background. Obiaba and the style of playing is different. But as to the coach, no, or no bit me account my boom. Now if you on say looking at back to 2007 to 2010. Now you set up on it drew baby na Obien Mobia born or Obien Mobia bo and she say me jina Obien him say Nipani jina enkum jina otimi bobo bi tu baby onim so obi be kwa akofa aha nti me jidi say koroko supporters no omunya abotre na science na mehu ni sisia no me hope say team no e be jina ne na so pa ne be yi nso
mera say me say messages about Facebook comment na sinyina no they would want to hear more especially we said they will see BA we see you know so we will have to find time na yes ni sa nkomo we see bi na yemie bi nsem na we say kotoko de ohun the science ne looks like a championship side.
Yeah.
Okay. But I say Jose Sarri a former player de Kumasi Asante Kotoko we de kakra bi ene na bo ma mentwetwe nkomo bra because still to come Enra Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku akodi nkomo parliament Big Waha Maxwell are still George Nkoye yedi nkomo ne bebrebe but mamenko doctor Aswe Jen Jemet Dental Clinic also mouse hu hia dina na nse bi wo mo sere aye short code on a seno enye kama ntimi nsere fili kaba doc emwachi
ye mo menua
ejiri sa pomboko
ya nyankopon da roma
emo nkomo Jen Jemet Dental Clinic Aswe
yo me da simenua me for okonye so na machi ya watiefo ina emese nkomo no ene aye de pa and having opportunity to meet menua George and he's also welcome. I think say the discussion has been fantastic. I mean, say taking me off from my point today.
And we now enjoy conversation.
Very seriously.
Yeah.
You see, I think say intellectual discussion and the more because you see having experience, personal involved with the situation, and also what broaden your knowledge to some level. And I think say he carry a lot.
Yeah.
Okitanema Bibira at least. The management of Kotoko should recognize that. And okay, coming back to Gentleman Dental Clinic, what is a Gentleman there? Yes, saying what's any yeka. Na ye can't essence so I say a Gentleman Dental Clinic. Ye chia kwan ye kwan ye wo Kumasi Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station where a ho ena Gentleman Dental ye wo. Ye adwuma free eda dwada kopem eda memene da anopa no wotwe kopem enwumre no nsia esen ho adwuma nko an ye se ose no ebubu unim de ntiama esen bebu esen mu ahode nuru na ewo senka esen nya no eni menu ase no akofom eno ntina ma esen no ebubu ewo so tu anamo na odiko hu odentis anase ode ba Gentleman Dental Clinic
when ya gum infections wo se no opesia e ho na moja efiri wonum oto ahuro no go a wo hu se emoja bi wom ni nyina no ye siachi nam no mu yare na abam entokro to se no mu teeth cavities ana se yare kaka etetew ni nyina no ye dental complication e wo so di tu anamon eko Dr. Infant Nase enne kakra e beka ho asem no ye teeth replacement ye ka teeth replacement a ye se esen atu afiri ho na wo si esen no e den na bema obi aluzu ni teeth a e ho behia se wo se osi ne sen ana se oye replacement of teeth no obi betima anya accident ama esen no afiri ho if can be say tooth trauma ade betima aboso ama sen no afiri ho obi nso so by doctor recommendation obi betima kase yentu esen mfiri ho na pomuden no entime enye kama ema no afen nso so ebia wo sen ankasa yare bi ama sena aye mobile eno ankasa etutu eno so ebetimi amowa luzu utiti no ebasa no a enkase na esene ye wo ya ana eteteo ena atu afiri ho enti wo ho aye den ato wo situ a eho hia se wo so onya na sina mu onya foforo edisi ho wansi esen no a etimi ma wo kasa esesa wo kasa ye tise eye sumasi ena e kasa no eye wo sene ne ma wo sa tone no enti wo sene firi ho a ebetimi ma sa tone no so aye den asesa wa ho ofe no so a ohun no ho no eyesen enema ohun yefe ensen enema wanim etimi eye kama wo sene fall below 28 a ebitimi ama wanim ayepani achen wo mfia nkasa wadi enti esen de ewo ho se ehiama nipadua ne yepa won se yapomuden anase digestion ehase free yanum esen no ene breaki aduane ansa na watimi amne ena se esen nkasa nso enni ho a ema wo sene aka wo no so ahoden etimi ekofom eno ntina obi lose ne titi ba ko a ubon se asahye no na gabo no eso enyini kono ni manase mfie kono ni be 1 year 2 years later na onye replacement ana wonsi osena ubon se gabo na da wono na eklusu sa no osena aka wo ho na eklusu shifting e basa no a ema osena aka wo ho nyina nso ahode ntimi den ekofom 10 years na wo se nka osena di ansa na ebi atu a 2 years bia no obi betimi asan den atu enti ositu a e wo se otimi ehye o chef fra options ben na wo ho akwanya dodo ben na wo ho ma wa e wo se otimi de hye wo se da bia yenya akwanya asi a na etufo se enko nkwanchen ba bi se ukosi wo se e wo se wo de ko hu dentist professionals na yentina se yenye hwehwemu enhu se de ogam no etie esena aka wo ho na ho de no etisen option ben na yebeboa wo samri na yaye sa eno bi e de ama wo obitimi esi ne sen ontimi mfa enedi na the purpose a ode koye replacement no wantimi achieve eno nti ne behia se o se utimi de ko dental clinic a eye gentleman dental na yehwe ede ma na onsoso ohu etimi to yewo teeth replacement no yewo de isi a obitimi ayi asan hye tetene nyina na eye common pa eno ne fe no acrylic denture eno no utimi yi etimi san hye se yehye esoro ene form no full no a ene de fe no full denture eno ewo ho edema obi a nese etu a opese anase sene nyina afiri ho na opese yehye ni nyina soro ene form nyina ema no eno ene efe no full denture se mienu ana miensa bi ena atu na yesi na removable obetime yi asan hye no a eno ye partial denture ni nyina no gentleman eye wo ho ena yesan wo akwanya foforo ewo ho a eno no de ese no yesi a eye fix eye permanent untime entu biem etese wo natural teeth no asede na etie no ye fra bibi se PFM bridge se sene mienu ana miensa ena atu ena yesi ne miensa na ne mienu nyina ama permanently a eno ene fe ne PFM bridge eno yesi a untime entu biem etese de na wo senete pepepe utime de ye bibia tese de anka na wo senete no abra wondwen se ebeyi anase ebetu biem eno no usori anopa eno ane se wafa wo brush wo paste se de normal paste na wo paste de bia no eno ewo ho ema obi a ono nso ne sientu na opese ohye ne seno permanent gentleman eye ni nyina bi gentleman dental ye chi akwan enye ira kwan odru kumasi Abrepo junction total filling station echi na odu wani ahwese okoji runabout no total filling station ne dikan ewo traffic light no ya bronsan no na etoa so ye adwuma firi eda joda kopem eda memne da said the gentleman ye enwuma nti no Ghana for agi yatumi ye pa udru enkran ebia wotika mu watemenka udru Accra ye wonungwa main lorry station ho branch ba konsuso san wo atomic down do mekwa benya runabout no so kofoidu ya gentleman dental ewo ho aplawo gentleman dental ewo ho takurade ye ho tachiman eni sunyan na gentleman ewo ho anase ebia wo ba why you confused with the direction wobɛtumi afrɛ yɛ ahoma no ɛwɔ 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 Debia doctor any nurses ewa homa no so a ofra o problem no anase o back clinic baby a obia no ofra be ma direction ama otimi aba ho Gengimed omoti yenka yenim se ebia se de ye enwumanti ne boye den ye bo nso enye den ye won hihye bibira obetimi afa so e de atua woka in case ebia osika rokra enduru ana o back clinic na wa ho boa enso a ye won hihye bibira yetimi eye de ma ye patient o mo ba ye clinic o ye say safety first ye wo ho kwan se ebetimi de nipa solve the problem no amano at the time oti asese ekoba se ebia problem no ekodu mpempenso bia oye treatment man na enye yie bi mu a ebasa no a na nipa no wanyamfaso bia ewo ho enti Gengimen de bia na make sure say problem na wo de buy no eno ne di kan first kwan ben so ne be fa so aye behwe ama wo ansa na sikatua asem abam a secondly matter na fe ye hu say ye yen hihye say ma wa obetime tua ma ho ahenha wa bra onko ahohia mu se be ya on science form with the problem a wo de ba clinical for Gengimen ewo 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 and ye hwe wo kumasi na ebia o nice kwan so opese uko Accra ekoye wade Gengimen because ye wo ye network system nti utimi eduru baby atimi kotoa o treatment so ho eno ane se ura ye branch baby a wabo odin ye hwe system no a doctor ehwe o baby a na ye hwe waduru ebebie ama ye utimi toa o treatment no so e o baby a waduru bia eno na ma Gengimen the services no eye soronko eten ada dental clinics a ewo omayemu Fred Gengimen ewo ya homa no na doctor eno unkasa anase wo back clinic a ye ma direction na untimi ngura any of the branch a wo baby a ubetimi akota kurade ko for you dia aflawo na techima isunyane Gengimen branch ni nyina bi wo ho anafre ya homa no 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 ofra doctor eno ebekasa yedati for ase
atiefo esweda ase Gengimen dental clinic aso na yakọ akwotwetwe enkomo ade afiro yento so IPO 95.7 FM na bigiti Cat Edwin Simono Kreku the Ghana Football Association president and na okopie mu ewo parliamentary select committee on youth and sports now the same pin ekoto so the tennis na no minister ko no ekoto dwa se Ghana bank kabo ma be say $2.5 million bi omo de ama FA ni say omfancy hotel ni ho ade ba but FA president debut Ghana bank oma GF fiscal.
So the FA doesn't handle monies for the government of Ghana do not pay monies to the FA accounts. The government of Ghana doesn't pay money directly to the member association called GFA. Every money connected to national team campaigns are paid directly to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and usually we are accompanied by what we call a placeholder. So I have no question to answer on budgeting because I don't control budgeting.
Ejika to say abani sika bia ode bo a national teams ho bra bia no omo kwa sika no yentua to FA accounts mu ye will be a friend say pass holder no ofri ministry na so enti ono ana sa sikari nyina ekuta no a che se one FA no etukwan ebio o se yemfa ntuga se hwe ye ka an entity ewo Ghana ha sei ye ka se bia obi ninkrata mu ne niye mu se emu da ho pefe pa dia Ghana Football Association o se GF Esco no o ma kire sampa o mo ye transparent entity.
I have been in office for less than 8 years. I think that I've been in office just close to 5 years, 2.5 years of COVID. Our books are public, been audited by CAF 5 years continuous, been audited by FIFA 5 years continuous. Our auditors are under and under, Bicatelli under and under. We are the most transparent sporting entity you can think about in Ghana. We've worked closely with the Ministry of Youth and Sports on all fronts as far as national team engagements are concerned.
And you can't say sporting entities a work room as a dear, ye cardian and near, not as a ninkrata moon, the Juma word ye, a mudawa pow, be a koswa, and on the Ghana Football Association omo ye the most transparent entity and as a sporting entity e Ghana association na osanso kasa is yeah, what TV say na Black Stars and na FF1 no players go no selection and the coaches and no say there be. So we coach na foul our Black Stars be coach Black Stars na ekoye o say aye ono FA president and then select players mawa sada na obesa pamu.
If I hire a coach for Ghana and that coach expects me to select players for him, that coach will be fired the next day. Because that is not the kind of coach I and we want to work with. Players of the Black Stars are selected by the technical team of the Black Stars, led by the current coach Otto Addo.
But me kai say FA president so be ka say ye ko tournament bi say na Messi bi o han ka akofa ne bai. Na akofa na ko ta Messi bi o na coach na France ka akofa na dia ma coach no. Ti bi o na akofa ne bai. Okay. Na o say Maxwell ni Biggie Central for team who go Montenegro on the 14th of February. Say more demonstration say save Ghana football now. Can't say oh you disappointed in Sani Panina na ni disappointment in neighbor.
Good self, but the leadership of this FA. They have so many channels not to create the atmosphere they created in this country to address issues which are of grave concern to them. But they decided the way they decided, in quotes. Having said that, if the group had been very patient, if they had gone through the already accessible spaces or channels they have, they will realize that most of the concerns were already taken care of or were being taken care of by the leadership of the FA. Nevertheless, if there are specifics that needs our reaction, I will humbly react.
Max.
Yes, sir.
Otie FA president.
Yeah.
Enra ewo parliamentary select committee on sports and culture and this answer no esoko tuja.
Yeah, the kind in some be 3 or 4 and maybe any snappy. First of all, say government need to escalate directly into the account of the FA. True or false?
Also, money purse holder from the ministry to directly to the FA account.
Yes, sir. You've been
to ministry now.
Of course, you've been to tournament before.
Yes.
True or false?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And see, there is nothing wrong.
Yeah.
As more kind no correct. And when see na committee na saying to me a manifesto, I no want to be probing and no man contesting us.
Yeah, that's true.
It's what we need to understand that the government does not pay money into the account of the FA, but yet you have to the ministry in the account. Your capes holder as a ministry yet you have to my account. You'll be or yet more ministry wa. Sikanu gune bag him. But what you baby any be a drone sikanu gune bag him. No did the team neti. Into do and the wobo wage what the that's what they do. But also what I say. Until FA budget near the almost so dear that pairs holder na nipo kuteske good bad dollars good bag him. Say Ghana they started dollars good bag man and on the situation FA also there. That's what we do. And we are right. 2, the SASRT has and said national team na ya bind there. But your muti. Na ya bind there no. Ya bind na say bonhoka. Anameboa. Because Juma ye obidia. In the sani pan na so eden or bonhoka. Mpanifo afọ mu adwuma mu ha no mo na ehwe adwuma no so ma no. Into no di scan ba na mpanifo di scan eden. E di aye adwuma na mfa so aba so menim say what the American as ya. Good. Nti eno ne eka aban bo we FA no. Name of aban ma FA ni ska for day to day running of the FA Ghana for 10 year. FA ni juma odie ne office call the oye bi aka obefo fuel obeto mbacho utie ene ni omo mbe printer ombe print document de be ma FIFA ni we air code nyina omo kope match abebore nya aban na efa ho ka. Menim so what masem na se a. Enti 2 omo so omo ye adwuma wo FA ho nya aban na san atu omo ka. And in so what's in asem na can I say obi ho na so ye adwuma wo FA bosom so ya aban na tua ne ka. Daddy omo aban tu omo kan controller ni account we no omo di o. It is not like that. Internasem na kan de e normal like we nya asem bi ehwe ya e normal thing e wo. But dem the woman say one a benefit a buying sika so to ya directly or indirectly we might not pay directly or might pay that but you still benefit and I'm a 100,000 now your friend is a committee chairman a committee for Nigeria. It is still Ghana money they benefit and I'm benefit so they might not pay directly to the FA account but they'll say a way for them to benefit and no money budgets in the call. But you also say, and almost same say, Yema management committee for 100,000. Why didn't they write 50,000 instead of 100,000? Because they know that the government is sabi or no so serious into the call betria until they be omo de beko. And I'm get to say we are so my main choice. I mean no nam and no be no nam na say on you be an adwin ye correct and no don. No who says sabi oh you stupid obey you su. And I'm a and now we Mason in Bajoti. Now me see besi dime mami. Now you say Dave, I'll be to me to 2,000 blocks. But what I say, me banaka so what 2,000 blocks a make a day. Make us see can met so and I'm a boy. But first day is a move so to me to 500 blocks. Me banana to 600 make us why day. Why are they? It moves out to me to be bra. I'll make sure say obey ya the NFL. Just will be say. Wuni pa we bia o like o former na say we are they use to internet politician ya no use youth no. Because say ya dream of them. Minim so what's myself nasia. It is the first part no kind there no crebe normal thing isi baby. The problem I want to say in other sorry team here. In other jurisdictions or other nations, you was a buying FA na ya wana or more year projects and amebwa. Yanko Morocco. All at Yanko Rwanda. FIFA mbani omo. Adena Ghana nko mama yate ase say aban be ma FIFA be bane sa asem no mo boa kwasi nya ntachi na said that sa asem no be di sa aban no mo so nim bom na ma ball na kodi football for nsem no mo ye rough into aban person ba pa mo so interference aban yes oba so FIFA be bane na yeso generally kind of FIFA be bane FIFA so bane da no mo ye rough for ball no. And aban no so nye serious awo aban omo ba nye baako omo so nye serious no mo agade omo say go mo chi na wan di wo baby a wo aban wo di usika wo pompe usika ko no ni say wo na wa asem we wo se wa wo dwene a wo betumi baby a me ye say baby a o treasure wo na wa koma ire ewo na baby a wo aban no push usika de call dollars good bag mo bi di akire de bia sika na nkokora na sa nkofo ye aseda ye kantata se players ni so omo jo musika na omo aseda gu aban na ni ma say. Now what buy who this calls and this MPP you don't care. What the answer mon first camera now this kind of call now the sense which you serious. Nobody does that. Nobody is that. Even I call out 2 years, 4 years cross on him scar on yes sir. Once you pay money, you need to check them. Into a parliamentary select committee and yeduma. Where am I question how he say Ghana I know where I'm through. Asemba no more said that you know my bit said they care but they don't really care. Oh man koi or can asem try question papa when on bizarre bit mammy. Oh so more bizarre question papa. And as some more come said because uncle for in a tournament ball most bedding. On bedding. On be kubi. And on mukobi so as can on bedding. On benya omunya biso girls no baby. Into parliamentary select committee that exercise a waste of time and resource and energy. Omunyo say yes assemble my niba Ghana ball when Oma said Africa from Moboa Omunyina no eye de ombe dintia.
This time Oma free in central form we save Ghana football. They are not central for the class on their coin no he. Omo crash so call mo so many omo problem. Say parliament from so there some the petition come out parliament.
How many months?
All the petition doesn't matter. All the petition you want your voice to be heard. All the command penny for ya ton sa for say bra na be ma yin chire mo de ma we go through bra na be kan asem na chire be chire ni me chire ye musa questions the only shame we ye musa questions and they say they did nothing wrong.
Say my main show yes say timing is very important in anything you do. It's in a nipa crown you need time to either make it or lose it. So we don't joke with time. How many months in it?
Say parliament.
Obama did die out man.
Parliament is when the business.
There be nti omo je de omo time omo catch say your business nti mo beti eta this later day. Omo ma make sure that I didn't hit no mo kunu. Omo nka time meaning how to put it. Time and card in be wo to and I say time and card in be nya sunsu so so dem fa so no. Omo later is as hard we grow bi ankai wan kai. Okay.
Big is okay.
Uti asana make an say. Time now almost starting in the heat of the argument, and the more be listening or be pay attention. Now then I'm die out. As some ne buy as a Ghana ni bobo near the adena so muye bibi so they care about Ghana football into no man from opa bonne date. The Oma can omu implement be nkosi be ombesa to atwene. O de bonne date to osameboa. I'm the professor I'm the ombesa ombe to atwene. Onto omo ye bibi to show that they care but they really don't care. It is because eduma so omo ye no manye. Na nugwa say yaba. Nti entrance they say ye kura no yempeni sana abasa onia. Me say nka when they went there, it was an errand of grievance like asking of questions. Parliament one of their job. Said they should have asked tough questions. Nanka man ni ya no you say no this man is on top. Now the omo ye wan into me. Now one do what now kokasa na we are sorry ko we the bad. Mo de bibia no mo dadam we the bad. In the heat ye call tournament in the buy no issues or mo raise also. Ye budget ye sika in your mind, ye pitch issue in your man because I am first can be developed.
Sikara the NFA president.
Your friend said demonstrators or man say scanning in I am maintaining the sports facilities in the page in your man go. Omoji or man found why I tell you who said Ghana and Ugazebama and here bebo outside no my better. Omun to me, Harry. Now what crack how many months near Tuaba? I can't how many months? You're the month of October now. It's your there 2-3 months to go. Our politicians no, I feel no best solve a problem. The Akaya about to enter me catch on say stadium near the bay ye near the ain't no Marco Pacho, yet still on my crying standard. But me also me catch on sending away because a Ghana a nation bia. About football Africa we are one of the eye of CAF because international competition mema youth ni senior level ya kwa ye boy home. Now if the Ghana Rwanda competition say ain't oko ye friend Cairo ko Pacho. No more who are mobile, yes, or my idea no standard. It's not make us a Ghana for I am Obiando mine saying now, Miami. So, we may me yambo, honey, yambo, Yakobo, ye walk up near Bono outside. No, yes, I need Yakobo outside ye bill. Yambo outside, no Biamus a Ghana subbing brothers, yanya correct. But also say that make a near serious ye baby. You hear Rwanda Stadium on my share. Your friend is saying. Uganda Stadium on my yen go for omo ye party na ye kasa omo mbon wi a omesa to omo adwunim nanka wo bi vice president be kasa mje o ka kire say yen to aba ne mana ansa na park kora e boso bo wa be nti ofi say this politician MP no ho no open seat bi on ko campaign ana mebwa so wa be mu so opposition also ko campaign now what can they do and now excuse me ba men kasa do mesre yera mesre because when you say if you muti Kumasi Sports Stadium no more mungiring go for. In never be area said we in this stadium a stadium I can't want said the whole Kumasi Stadium week. Yen jiri kra say school kwala na edi mu agro week. Na one the way stadium. Me patch also Cote d'Ivoire. One Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire there the stadium away then. Kana me fama is where there park. Adiwe. Baby area said ru. Na so nsuo to na e say hwe obia. Na say bia bi okran nsuo ne boba kra say hwe. So I'm going from baby. Now you see new stadium and at least 60, 65, 70,000. Na Cape Coast near Accra, you know. Also Accra Stadium no crowd is a war agina so. A bibi kakrebi no Cape Coast the crowd is a. I was say stadium on your or man any break at say no MB50 the whole Ghana no be a buy a Koba Bayara Kumasi Sports Stadium wait. No Ghana buy on your guy crowd on your guy one guy on your guy. Oh, David, say, guy. Nandi, me pacho, that's how Cote d'Ivoire, pacho, one there. Cameroon crowd, who's a Ghana, Yaku, and in Cameroon in terms of BBA. Her stadiums or more. Her stadiums or more. Way back in 2008. Na Ghana, Koja, Kone, who say, your stadium, Yakataso. Meta crowd stadium, 2000, Yakataso, Sion, a Rian show. And you've been a watermelon. How many years now? Oti hafre nefe for ne Kumasi de biano ma beda die na Kumasi for the blasters bar omoji omo Kumasi de from no more but what are you doing in return Eka Kumasi stadium cry somewhere in a way so be kwa ko bomb person obe kofi and the person what they make an say enti sa de no mo friend stadium wo Kumasi no mo sisi Kumasi for seriously speaking me Mr. Sir me who say we stadium where I say ade bi omo de rough bi So they need to do the right thing. Nandi, you making sure say nyoma ebekoye. Inti me no friend or my friend ba we no certain allowance near the beba. Me say the fact that every president call ya, yen to bisa no tough question. Oh no kakan asem. Na wo me pacho tie me a. Ket usu tie me. On say answer na o beba no. Na obi wo ho no call you. Inti di no wo ho ni enyomo ye no. Any de be compare with the say wo ya de anasa wo nya de wan kasa say wo pese okọ heaven aka kire wo ba wo fi say de a pese obe wa ya de na wo nya de ye de obe ka kire say wa ya de but wo akọ say dem ahun say wo nya de you can't tell me I me demonstrating say ade a me ye no ne me nya adwene tie de America no then me na de omo ye demonstrate say be omo ye nkwala da say de omo demonstrating nyina no wo de bia wo ye wo nwie da. Ain't nanka medium bebre home bedding on better now. Una better demonstrators in the woman. Now, what is what I will say now? Yes, ye ninja hono. Also now about better me baby. I mean, for the fanfa. Ain't a home day was unfortunate and any issue. Now, that is the point. Who crack crown and say, Omukra demonstrators in the crowd, so maybe I'm no more. Can't crown and come to the court so first. Because they born on the immediate answer. As no more another make count. Now the way I like it on man fan feature, I was not going to catch it on say. And yes, saying that's all we are okay. Also, ya wouldn't even fire Ghana born here.
Mamen Kobi Giwana Mintie Bigi Kakra. Kwakula say this issue of purse holder is a defense. As a defense, is gibberish. Andy, if your wife submits a budget to you on a market day, you accepted it but decide to hand over the cash to your son to follow your wife to pay for the groceries. Does it eradicate a bloated budget? The answer is no, because the purse holder is just a payer and not a validator or auditor. Biggie,
Andy,
Mami Tiewe, FA President Eno Kokasai.
Andy, first of all, Nyankupo Nshira Kwakula before the message.
Sir,
yes, Nyaminshano. Sir, Ketokre Kumuno, minim se. Aya etoda omo fa ne se omo ne Ghana for kasa as the whole Ghana ye KG for ni good class nti asem bi omo ba be ka kire bia no ne agye atum ne ato aso saa. I am sure that is how they see Ghanaians at times. As a Ghana for nyina ye KG for nkola nti asem na obe ka kire ne se ye no kuro se ye no kuro wonim na wagye atum. Who in Ghana doesn't know say aban emphasize kan she FNCM name mo the family ministry accounts mo obi owo Ghana ha odi football achi bia nim sa de we enti nya ketokreku na se obeka kire yen. But the problem is that who submits the budget that the government pays to the government, who convinces the government to admit say sika we dey betua the ama Black Stars no. That is yemu be a problem. Enye di okoko kiteska enye di okoko tueska basika na edi okoko di ho asem ne yeka eno o chechiri ma achira di kontia trying to justify why people have to be paid $100,000 as management members of the Black Stars for virtually doing nothing. Monsieur Obimra me kire me say Black Stars management committee o madwuma nie o mu ne adwuma bia o omo kotena hotel reception no madi nkomo no omanum tea no masori akoda na Black Stars akwa bobo. They do virtually nothing. But omo ko tournament na ye ti omo ka $100,000 2 weeks no age $100,000 and you look in the face of the Ghana Premier League club who plays 34 matches in a year, travels the length and breadth of the country, more than 500,000 cedis. Unya udini. Are you not wicked? Who justifies to be a Black Stars management committee member? Or could you 2 weeks wakata? I am $100,000. But we bought Ghana Premier League 34 matches. 2 coin Kotamali or 2 coin Konalerigu, no Oko Sunyane, no Oko Accra, no Oko Hohoi, no Oko Kwando, no Oko Hefa, no Oko Takwa, no Oko Ninase. We are near man 500,000 cities. Money are Enduru Kotoko wage bill for a month. Had to folk. No atamsika we the amount. About Black Stars, they are you able to convince the government to pay any amount of money. But you can't talk to the government to invest in the Ghana Premier League and give him reasons why he has to invest in the Ghana Premier League. me de bia me ka me owura kujo fia no mfa ncheme but me FA president I will go to the government and talk to him na mama na nwa the country as to sponsor the Ghana Premier League then you give him ways at least he can get money. There's been a survey country you transfer players outside power West Africa ya Ghana yes you ton player bia you say Gaka or 5% Mr. Wu Gaka na the no yema teams no budget 5%. Can't you talk to the government? Say my $2 million yemfa Ghana Premier League ni mu. There's a survey in Kratani West Africa you transfer players pa. You ton player bia yema Gaka 5%, sa 5 dey nim dey Gaka and yema teams no. E je free na ko you transfer player aban, you dey sa 5% ne be ma wo. You think the government wouldn't be ready to invest? But sorry to say, people don't want to think. A Jumana ya diama omono. Ketokreku say, ono, so you coach. Now we expect so obey call up ama obe pamo. Ade ket asesana dwene ana.
Me kwa me kai so obeka say you Messi bi obe bia yenka obe akofana ba.
And look how they say it wasn't a definite statement. What kind is on record? Said the days of the national team say national team coach in Kwabe ya call up into Black Stars. And you over so no ya GFA president.
Yeah.
Ade ket refiana. And I was asesana adwene. Tape ne da ho Ketreman Pro. Eye Ketokreku ne kan. O se so no da so ya GFA president. Coach bia ni wonu ma wo nko aba ye call up da. Ono na wo final say o se coach wie na esco hwemu a. Ono na hwemu last no wa approve call up no. Dia nti da wo hwemu last. Dia wonyi ntu bam ya ye film di fra behim. Enti call up no wo ye bi.
I know the time na CK announcement no from say players ni bi wonu ma onim ha wo be rallies. Na one don bam. Na
one time ne ka kire Mr James Kwasi Apia say Kudus Mohammed odi ni bo wan fa na mo ye be pamo no. One time. Kwasi Apia ne kan say me boa o boa me so me boa. He said he was told. Said so the Kudus Mohammed bo no yiri ni hu, wan yiri ni hu ye be pamo no. And the Kudus na ye mu nyame no. Na one time. Eventually, Mr. James Kwasi Apia lost his job at Black Stars. One time. Today, you turn around and tell Ghanaians, say we'll be a coach. That's what trying to say we'll be a call up. Don't be a hypocrite. That's all boy. One out can no na some na mediginal so card making. He's being a hypocrite. On one can so when I'm a coach in Kwanya call up. Into then I was a cast with Ghana for. And lastly, also we are the most transparent institution in Ghana. And you know mine say no, say the most transparent institution.
Sporting is entity.
You know mine say no. Ghana Football Association. Andy. And you're going to sign contract. TV rights, broadcast deal. And the Ghana Premier League clubs. But permanent start times contract, the clubs need him details. No. And you're going to clubs need bisa omona. Omo catching and I am points after he's fighting the system. No. And you're more. And you're going to clubs and they can't bisa omo say omo person who details of the start times contract. I have any catcher almost say a confidential. No. And you're more.
Where is the transparency?
Now they can't no kojina one year who be well good in Itswana. Krum had you be beer you will receipt into Bobra and fan then say Ochana. Joba Kanichina Bian, you better fair on Radiano. You will come home say na every way in the best power span a science sponsorship deal. Omuriano and Ombaka is a deal near $6 million. On the day of the launching, after a real and FNS Ababontain, I said, you know, $6 million, they made a mistake at $3 million. Yeah. Transparent FN Wemo. Women are Bible from Yenum, Yenuma, and the transparency. No. Stuck to Kriku, never be saying Yan and a Pessiette. A Pessiette, Sema. What they be boy football? What is the policy direction of our football? Okofa papa bi buy. Papa bi na ha hohoro no.
Papa be.
Oh man be also be draw de ben football. na pa ha nyina ahohoro
technical director
nam ha saa no so be ye de ben ama Ghana and oye to
o tro die ne wi ani se ja kwa ma ko
ye hu hwe
so papa bi an ha ahohoro
so na ha nyini ha you're serious. Okay. You the policy direction of our football. Ball no say na ye within the next 5 years, within the next 10 years, any being senior DCC want next 5 years no. You be kwa kuduru ha. Afcon na mo pese mo je no. Per this policy direction, you be timi akwa je. You be and no na ye pese ye hu. But in some ya obeka ye ni nyina ye ntro. No kra ba kokra. Eni nsem na obeka ye nim.
Ono ne nya adwene.
Ayen tro nya se me ne nya adwene. They are not transparent. And apart from mama instances, also we are transparent. What sign deal the ama teams? Teams now what sign deal don't know what it entails. Also we are transparent and only than chain. Does that make you transparent? What's in the alpha coach? Now coach any expected to be a call up a man the albe pamono. Obwa because one gets over bontia the can baba beka. So we be die coach a man I call up a bra we have president the NCBO. Osi over during your tenure. Eti ade na asa be catch me say coach expect say obey call up amana dia and you obey pamono. You are lying. Eti nsam na obey kan no. No kra na woman say efeli tu kwan a your ministry purse holder and ende no kre. Be no kra ni scan mo na mo kwa akodi. But aside that two na magboso nyina de wo twa ntro enye se me ne nya adwene. Eye ntro and obi kai.
Bigi mira sepa ne onso dia ode aba pole bokode
ni anyame adom se twere me ho de se twere konkron
mugu ahoboaso
eguso minia
isi akosi sei
o minia medasi eni akonya ade ama me ncha watiefo no wahwefo nyina bro say enra me bai me beburuburu su bia enenso masa ba biem nyame ya adom ochina yekọ oboase ba mesre kotoko supporters se yewura se onu na ye ni team yewura me bodi akasem enti yo se ye kotoko supporters so ye boa yewura ema ni timi ye team no sebrebe ya wo mere memesi afu ye wo winning bonus tua pa na wo se ye nya abotre because enra enane nra nyina amanfo frame na pole na media man ne computing na media man win 3 matches na masa hwe matches a media man abo yakọ karela yakọ hye no yabo home ye problem a nya ye nyina ne se ya anhye young apostle ba young apostle me catch o nese o mu team chen kotoko you play chen mu ba mu team chen ye konkra na bo mu ache kotoko nso be 5 years ni afi bia hye team foforo enti mesre adwobla bibia nsi yakọ lion den brekum yakọ ho bia go kra enti me hye bi ya de kra ne ya draw since 2010 ya sa ko brekum akọ draw ya bought 3 matches possible 9 ya mu 5 see mesre kotoko supporters nyame ya adum ochina o mu say midweek nanso se ye team no ye boa ye urama na ye team ne dia yesre se team ni show bia ansa no kwa waja ye ka enti ye uranso ni kwanse ye ja ne ka ye besre momi enko in numbers ni enko ta team na chi ye send ye lorry fare lorry fare ukono ba plus we take it 60 cedis titiska 600,000 yesre kotoko supporters will be sending the Sikama Patrick Dusey, Asante Regional Circle Vice Chairman. Yesterday, the number no 0244 54 91 98 0244 54 91 98. Ye best this time, yeah, my bass ni biom ni akasa udru anu wa fotua. Se nipa 5 plan ye benya ni hu se TD no se ye han de kwa ye be han TD di akọ. Because the last time no bebrefu abra o mantua tiesero biam fe o sin enra ni pe frɛ ne bro 1000 but mo motua ye kakra bi yesero biam frɛ no sande ni sika na menu amesere wa me free Kumasi FM na eba me phone free to de me phone ani aye etie nyina atwitwi na bedu unity wa ye ha ma short mbeto fu a me wallet boys o me page moto ni ye no obi atam oh mesero musemuti a wo de scan o mu de fa na mum se wo de me Ghana card ni ne man fatu ba bia obi be hu afa na sɛ bi kyena bi matene radio so akɔgye ma adeɛ mesrɛ mu a meda ase menua
okay ɛsɛ da ase mo am kasa mo former player George Asare si mu nya abotre de wo hu ne de ne ma be fa de ama mo nti agejo so hu ti kotoko fo na be pia ha no na but ever fa Mama Kel say on the 30th of November the Pure Peace Walk Eba Sukuma City Mall and I nyina ye hia ye nanteni abo asomdwe hu dahuru e wo Ghana ha be bia bra ye kɔ abatu anim se betu aba no na abatu ni mu ene na abatu na chi nyina no na obeba ne nyina ya ka bom na cha ya preach a peace de ama Ghana fo nyina ye wo eni gin ne ma bebre horma eno so betimi akoso ntino fa ho hyem on the 30th of November e wo Kuma City Mall pa ena ye nyina ye hia na ya nante kama hyɛ no so se dwumadie dwuma ko mo ebo echidom no Qualitac Air Dental and Scan Services omo eta echi den ena ye di sa dwumadie kese no enso e basanso ena Gracida Ayekidike womo so aso ya sene den ena ye di dwumadie nyina enso e bana fi Angel Cola Angel Mango Peach Apple momo so kremu Angel Energy Drink for enso aso ya sene sanso ena Next Level Premium Energy Drink womo so aso ya sene den ye di dwumadie no enso etumi e de 30th ena dwumadie nyina enso etumi ahya sene mom Mama Kel say a cash at all, ATM can to go almost 230,000 Ghana cedis, 2.3 billion, and only sika omueche a cash at all, a promo. The other so far phone and walk be able messages no about a start START no Sunday at the call 44821. Now I can also visit a cashaton.at.com.gh na daily renewal thing 70 pesos and a better nipa do and every week ye chomo esika chanso and obetumi boost with chances and also o send a by BUY the call 4421 ye re promo na wow points edos no 50,000 and ye dey ma one so betos me no 30,000 miensa